Hey, what's good, everybody? We back. We came in today to talk about Elden Ring, man. They just showed like a gameplay footage, 15 minutes of it today. They went live, and yeah, we're here to talk about it. We don't have Markariah, but that's okay. It's me and Sirknight. By the way, I'm Godly Sovereign, as you can see down there on the bottom of the screen. I can't even get my right there. You go, right there. Yeah. but yeah. So all right, man. So first, before we start playing the video and stuff like that, right? I wanted to ask you like when you heard that they were going to give us like the 15 minutes of gameplay. How excited were you about it? And like, did you think that you would actually see like new, or did you think it would give you a different opinion of the game or anything like that? Or you feel like you already kind of got like the gist of what the game was, like what it was going to be already before you even saw this?
I thought I had a pretty good idea of what the game was going to be already.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually wasn't super excited just because there's been so many leaks and we've already seen quite a bit of it. I
Right.
already felt like I kind of knew what we were getting into here. Um, I feel like the video in a lot of ways like confirmed that. In a lot of ways it confirmed that, but in other ways it surprised me in other ways, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly, I guess, in the boss fights because I hadn't really expected. I wasn't really thinking in terms of like massive arena boss fight. Like
You were
this was
thinking
more
of a
wide
small
open.
enclosed area like
Yeah,
Dark
my
Souls would
mind
be,
like
right?
Dark Souls. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Like
that kind of blew me away also because it's like, okay, can I just run from these guys whenever I like? Like if I see it and then I encounter, can I be like, oh fuck nah, let me go ahead and let me go power up some more, like, let me leave, can I just run or what?
yeah, and
I
it
mean,
seemed
that's
like
gonna
you
be
could
interesting.
almost do the whole fight on horseback. I mean, like that's entirely unique to this. Like that
So
didn't
different,
exist in any other Souls-like game. So it seemed like you
right?
can do the whole entire thing, like the whole fight on your horse. And that
Yeah, man.
almost made it seem like cheesy to some degree. But they still seemed epic though, even though like at times it seemed like when he got off his horse, it's like, oh shoot, man, like you're making this harder for yourself.
Yeah,
Um, than if you stayed on the horse. It's like, man, that's crazy. Um,
yeah.
but that's kind of like how I felt like a lot of what I thought was pretty much confirmed, I think. But
Hmm.
there were some things that I wanted to learn more of that this video didn't reveal anything of. There
Man, I
was
kind
no
of felt
like,
like,
there
yeah,
was
I
no
kind of
UI.
felt
You
like
should get the UI.
it was like lacking in certain things. Like they just didn't want to show us that stuff. Like the HUD was completely gone. They didn't show us anything of the HUD. So you couldn't tell how much health the bosses had, how much health your guy had, how they, did mana or anything like that. Like you didn't get
Yeah,
those aspects.
exactly. Like you couldn't see there was no UI, zero. So when a boss hit you, you don't know how hard it's hitting you for. When you
Right.
hit the boss, you don't know how hard you're hitting it for. When you
Yeah.
use one of those spirit powers, like I really wanted to know, like
How much
what
mana it
is
takes to do that
yeah,
big ass
like, can I
ray
do that
blast he
multiple
used? Yeah.
or do what when you summon the white spirit? Like I feel like
Dude,
that's
those are
gonna be
sick.
really like I feel like because I'm more of a melee player, like I feel like that's going to be more of like what I will be using than like the magic spears and arrows and
Man,
stuff. So
I felt like that would help out a magic user such as myself a lot. Like I can summon those guys, the
to
squad of
tank or
four,
whatever, yeah.
to just tank while I sit there and blast them with arrows, magic arrows,
So
or
I wanted
whatever.
to know, really wanted to know, like how many of those can I use like in the course of a fight before I
Right?
have to
Yeah.
like drink mana, or is it like a different power? Is there like a mana bar and then like a spirit bar that I use to like demonstrate or deplete a spirit bar? Like I had no idea. Another thing that was really annoying too was we didn't get to see like any of the items he collected, what they were. So it's like
Yeah, yeah, they totally blocked all of that
so when
out of
he
the
went so
stream.
when
They
he
didn't
went
show shit.
sneaking and when he went sneaking and stole that caravan, I was like,
Yeah.
well, damn, like I want to
What's
know
in there?
what's the effort for that? Is that gear? Is that like souls? Like what is that you're
Yeah.
getting? You know,
So okay, so when you heard about Elden Ring and we saw the little stuff that we saw before, um, and we kept saying like, oh, this looks like this really looks like a lot like Dark Souls, right? Like they took a lot of Dark Souls stuff for this. But to see this now the way it is, I feel like this is the successor, the spiritual successor to Dark Souls. Like this is what they would just continue doing from this moment forth.
This
like
is Dark Souls, dude, like way more than anything else, in my opinion.
Yeah,
like
it's Dark Souls, but with all of the stuff that you was like, damn, I really wish that I had this. Like being able to jump over a wall when you see shit downstairs. Like before, you had to find the pathway to get down there. Now you can just hop over the wall and get down there and see what's there. And that whole traversal was nice, man.
There was a whole lot of people. Like this is crazy. Like this whole thing, it's just so funny. Like this guy just dragging. I wonder if this is like random. Is this truly random?
Or that's an encounter, dude. That's a triggered encounter.
So once he comes to this little thing here, it triggers this, you think?
Yeah, I think it's just like if you were to go towards the little dragon's nest or something like that, you know, and they swoop in.
Horses, dude. The horse is crazy. This is sick. This three arrows.
That three arrow shot. It's homing arrows, man. Yeah.
Dude, but you got to get off, I guess, because you're gonna run out of mana, right? But look at how hard it's getting hit now on the ground. It's like, dude, why'd you get off your horse? You're just getting your ass beat now.
Yeah,
right.
You just kind of gotta fight, man, and do your best, I guess.
Dude, the horse. He gets back on the horse and he's getting hits again. He gets off the horse, and now he's like struggling.
But I feel like you're gonna I mean, I don't know exactly how it is with that mount. If that mount is like mana,
every motion, every movement, it all feels like Dark Souls to me.
Yeah,
like every aspect in the comments, man. And some guys are watching kept saying this is like Sekiro. I'm like, what are you talking about? This is nothing like
nowhere
Sekiro,
near Sekiro.
Yeah,
that's not even close,
Sekiro, dude. I don't know why people kept saying that. It doesn't feel like Sekiro at all.
Nah,
I platinum Sekiro. This is completely different, man. Completely different.
Yeah, all of this
is way more about countering, dodging, parrying.
Yeah, just this interaction right here with this jar creature or whatever, this jar man. That's all of that is just Dark Souls.
Dude, yeah, like this is Dark Souls. Dude, when you were walking and you heard the guy talking, it seems like a normal human being talking.
Yeah, I thought he was inside the jar, and you had to figure out a way to pop the red top off.
Me too. I thought it was a human being.
Yeah,
that was weird, dude. I don't know how I feel about that.
The jar.
He talks like a British dude, like from the Wales. It's like, dude, I was expecting how about you give him like a roo, like it's not like he's in a jar, like a pot or something.
Well, if he's not in the pot, then he shouldn't sound like he's in the pot. So I understand
this is the human right here.
Yeah, but it should definitely be some
weird voice,
gargoyle-ish voice or something.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Just like a weird
deep
voice,
and raspy or something.
Not like you talking right now.
Right.
That's just weird to me. Yeah. And especially because there's no mouth or anything indicating movement, and just like sound coming from it. Like it's really strange.
And then are all these I would have liked an explanation as to what these are. Like, tell me what are these people or what are these creatures? Like, is this could there possibly be enemies of these? And then there's just regular, nice ones or something.
Crazy in the background.
Yeah, something was moving back there. Maybe the wind.
It's really moving the wind.
A heavy wind. I mean, you see the grass moving a lot.
Yeah, but even the graphics, doesn't this the way he moves? Everything is Dark Souls.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, they took all of the animations. They took the sounds of picking up the items, the sounds of the attacks, the sounds of the slices, when they're all of that. All of that. How you summon with the magic abilities and stuff. They took all of that shit from Dark Souls.
It's all copying.
That was a slide over. All they did was work on the world. They was like, hey, we're just gonna take all of this base shit.
But looking at the world is sick.
The world. Yeah, man, the world
is a little bit. It's a little bit intimidating too, because
it looks like it's so much to encounter.
Well, like in Dark Souls, for instance,
because
it's linear, you kind of go down every corner and check every nook. I don't know if I could play that way on this. It's too big. You know what I mean? Like in Dark Souls, you kind of look in every corner and check every.
Right, you have an area and there's a couple of paths, but those paths don't branch off to more paths.
Right. They kind
of just those are just it's just 3 paths or whatever. So you go down that path, check everything, then go down the next path, check everything. Right. Go down the next path.
This seems a lot different, but at the same time, it's so Dark Soulsy That's like, dang, dude. Like, I don't know. That's a little nuts to me.
Yeah, man.
It's just, it's different. It's a different like open world. When that dragon came down, I was also thinking Skyrim, very similar to Skyrim.
Very similar.
Dude,
yeah.
this map is jaw dropping.
It's big, dude.
Dude,
It's
no,
big.
just the artistry. It's a hand drawn artist rendition of the map. Like I was just like, wow, this has got to be the prettiest map like I've ever seen in a game. This is like,
I mean, it's definitely a nice little map, but I want to see if like
here to clear. I wanted him to back out to give us the full thing, the full depth of the game, right? But
yeah. Give us the sky view.
They ain't showing us like the full map. Clearly,
I want to see if there's more definition or anything like that shows up on the map. Like when you find things, do those pop up with names? Do they give you like more details or something like that? You know, once you've discovered it, you know what I mean? Like it would be like I know like you know certain maps will give you the fog aspect, and then once you've passed through that area,
that's what it seems like, right? There's fog right here. Clearly, there's fog right here.
Right.
But
if that's the case,
I haven't discovered yet.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that they at least like put names over the big areas, you know what I mean? The big important areas, because I mean, obviously you're probably going to get the game and then you're going to get the map or whatever, and then you're going to try to memorize, you know, certain locations and stuff. But it would just be nice if they had names, so you know, like, oh, maybe if you're talking to somebody and they say like this area, you'll know exactly where that's at.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's big enough that like a map is like a cheat code, right? Because you had no map in Dark Souls. In Dark Souls, you memorized everything. You just knew everything by heart.
But it was it was the pathways that you had to take, and you had checkpoints that you could go to that would help you to progress through that whole stage or whatever to get
fast travel. There's got to be fast travel, right?
There's got to be. I mean, with a map that big, there's got to be fast travel. Unless they're saying that your mount is the fast travel, and that's that's what you're gonna get.
Yeah, maybe.
You don't have to travel on foot with everything.
And also, dude, it looked like there was 0 fall damage in this game. Like you were jumping like that. From very high heights.
The only problem is that we didn't see an actual health bar, and the way he landed, it looked like he landed hard and then got up slowly, and that kind of resembles how the fall damage was when you fell in Dark Souls.
But dude, like he would even like jump. Like you go to an edge and like jump up at the
jump farther out. Yeah,
like that's so counterintuitive. Like in a lot of these games, you're like, "Dang, can I make that?" I'll just fall off the edge.
Right.
A little less distance.
I'm hoping I got a double jump so I can double jump before I hit the ground.
That's right. If we double jump, double jump before we hit the ground. Yeah. Dude, I guess supposedly too. I was listening to one commentary on this.
Yeah, somebody was saying on there that finally the binoculars will be of use.
Yeah, binoculars of use. That's funny, dude.
But this is sick that you could just look at an area. I mean, obviously, I don't even know how how you would know that that's like a transport unit or that it's like it's gonna have treasures in it because there was no type of indication. On the screen or whatever, telling you like, "Hey, there's something there." I would hate to go down there to search. Oh, I'm thinking it's got treasure, and then that shit's empty. So I had to fight all these dudes.
When you use this ghost arrow to knock someone out,
that was like a sleep arrow, right?
You alert. So supposedly, once you use one of those, you like alert like the captain of the area or whatever. So that's why he immediately switches and goes to like all out.
Oh, that's why he immediately just goes.
Supposedly, some individual is alerted, so like it makes you have to like switch.
Which is like, why? What's the point in being stealth then? I would have just used a regular arrow,
dude. But he's like,
or just shank them in the back.
You're talking about Sekiro. You can stealth the whole thing. Like this isn't like Sekiro at all. In my opinion. Dude, this little dodge here was sick.
Yeah.
What move is? Check this out.
That little vanish dash he did. No, or are you talking about when he slightly slid to the side? He
slightly dodges it. Like, that's a legitimate move in this game.
I don't know if that was an accident, though.
No, dude, it's real. Watch this. He legitimately dodges. It's not. When I first saw it, I thought it was like a frame cut, but like a mess up in the animation. But it's not. Watch. He literally.
No, see, that looked like the continuation animation of his swing. And it just so happened to miss that.
Dude, no,
watch it again though.
He spins, bro. He spins out of the way of it.
Right, but watch it again because that seems like
look at that.
but like right after they have an attack, I've never seen him move that quick. I mean, maybe that is like a special counter attack or something like that. You know, kind of like how
I think it's a dodge.
Sekiro had like that counter where you could like block it and then come back.
Where he dodges. Look, because it's like he stopped his attack. He comes up to swing, he stops, dodges, then he attacks again.
It almost looks like his second swing animation was canceled.
Yeah,
and then he did another move.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It looks like he was like he attacks kind of like he stops and he stops to dodge, and then. But I like how the dodge is not like you jump away or run away. You're like you dodge right in front of the enemy. Right. Like you're still in front of the enemy, so you make that dodge.
Right, because that used to always suck because you dodge and you going like 30 feet away.
Yeah, you going like 30 feet
from
away.
your guy, and you can't get in the clean like counter attack or whatever.
And then right here, I'm like, okay, dope. Let's see what you get, man. And they reveal nothing here.
I was actually this was like the first time I think that we saw like an item, right? Like an item to pick up in the game so far, and I was hoping that it was gonna be like. Like look like actual treasure and shit. I feel like that's what the game is missing sometimes when you open up chests and different things like that. Like the loot doesn't show. You know what I mean? It's not like a pile of loot. It's just like
a white dot.
A floating cloud, and then you pick that up, and then it tells you, oh, you got like 4 or 5 things or one thing or whatever. But that would have been nice that you actually go and rob a caravan, and they have like coins, stuff piled high in that chest. Along with like an item or something like that, if that's what they're giving you.
This is like
that's summoning an ally right there.
It's like right here. They really wanted us to show that she can emote. So okay, we get it. He just waits. He sits and waits for her to emote. Like it's like and then he
they want to show that off.
Like why does he have to jump down? Just fall off. Like, why did he have to jump off? It's so funny to me. He jumps here, too. Like, he has to jump into the air. It's just funny to me. And then how do you feel about this, man, having to sneak by everything because you're too weak?
I don't know if you have to, but I do like having the option that your sneak is actually worth something. I mean, before in Dark Souls, you couldn't even sneak. It was just like you just had to be, like, you had to find another way around it, right? Kind of be out of, like, range of the creature in order to be able to pass it. But I mean, the fact that you have a sneaking option is nice. But
this fight looked awesome. This guy's armor is so cool.
I feel like this dude was getting torn up. Like he was getting hit a bunch. I really wanted to know what his health was like on this fight.
Which guy? Like the hero or the enemy?
Yeah, the hero. Because he was getting clipped a lot.
Both of them were getting hit
swords
a lot.
And shit. Yeah.
Like it seemed like they're bad. It's like, come on, man! You right when he's in there attacking.
Yeah.
Like, why did you go in? Like, it's like the first time to go in there. Dude, yeah, he's getting hit up a lot. That fight is epic. Dude, that's such a cool horse and that armor. That's a sick looking boss, dude. Man, no one does bosses better than From Software. There ain't no one on the planet. That little Kamehameha was sick too, man.
Yeah.
That little Kamehameha was sick too, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, that little Kamehameha was sick too, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, that little Kamehameha.
Golly.
He got me on repeat there, man.
Yeah, it was saying that that Twitch had problems streaming, but I didn't see it.
That's so weird too, man. Like how you're fighting him, and then like this little demo just ends, and then you go to another area.
Well, I mean, they were definitely clipping scenes and stuff like that, but I just think they just didn't want to show you a whole lot of the fight. They didn't want to
show us how a boss dies.
Nah,
like, they never showed us how a boss died.
They didn't show us how that dragon died, did they? Or did they?
Stabbed him in the eye, so maybe that they wanted to show.
No, they stabbed him in the eye, but then he took off.
Yeah, so it's like strange to me. It's like, why? It was just weird. Like they don't want to show us. I thought they would, because the fight was so long with the boss. I was thinking you would see him like, oh, he dies, and like you just see what it's like to have a victory.
Yeah,
maybe you have a cheer or something.
Also, if you realize throughout the whole entire video, they never once showed the character dying.
Mm-mm.
He got slammed really close, and he looked like he was doing the death animations to say you died, but they did not show it. They just like clipped it and moved to the next
So
one.
now this is more Dark Souls right here. This is right here what we're seeing. This is more
It's
what
all
we're
Dark
used
Souls,
to.
but this is the Cataclysms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but what I mean
Oh, but
by
you're talking about that linear path.
the linear path, corridor, combat. Like this is more like what we're used to. And like, come on, man, like just hit every wall, I guess, right?
I guess. I mean,
Right
obviously,
now, you just hit every
that
wall.
person that was playing with him was showing him where the treasure was at to
Right.
show it to
Dude,
him.
this is identical too to Dark Souls 3. The little tail here. Like, remember when it was
let
like
you
in
know
reverse
the
that would
mimic or
tell you
whatever?
it was a mimic? This is the exact
Yeah.
same chest from Dark Souls 3. The
Yeah.
mimic chest.
Yeah.
It's identical. That little chain tail there.
Yeah.
Everything is. This is like Fallout 76 done right. Like, when like they finally made Fallout 76 like multiplayer, like open world.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, you can finally play with your friends, in this game, in an open world setting. But they took.
I just wonder how long your friends can stick around though, because remember, after like bosses or certain things, certain events that happen, your character would eventually get sent away, and you'd have to pop back into your game and then be resummoned in.
Yeah,
I wonder if you can play for a long time.
And I hope it's like, it doesn't seem like it is, but it would have been cool if it was like your actual dude, like collecting.
I mean, it looks like it could be your dude.
It is, but it's that red tinge, meaning like you're a spirit. So
right. But I think the red
gear or anything.
I don't know. Probably not. It might be. I mean, if they're sticking with the rest of Dark Souls fashion with multiplayer, you weren't able to pick up any items in that world, really.
Yeah, but like when you play Diablo and you join your friend's world, you actually collect with them, and like you're doing the exact same mission together. You're finishing your mission together. This doesn't seem like that. This seems like you're just helping someone, like you did in Dark Souls, finish a boss or whatever, and then you leave. It's like, darn, man.
And I mean, at least it does look like your character still, though.
It's Dark Souls always looked like your character.
Yeah,
but it just was a shadow of yourself, so you weren't able to like collect and like participate in the quest line and stuff.
Right.
And advance the story.
So I mean, unfortunately, it's not like full co-op where your character could just come in. There's no shadowy effect or anything like that. You can just go in, loot, and ravage with the other person or whatever. It would be nice if that's what it was, but it is what it is.
Right. This is like supposedly the Flame Maiden. This is who you'll use to level up.
Okay. Well, also I was gonna ask you, how'd you like the fact that you can sit there and craft on the fly? You don't have to go to a blacksmith, or you don't have to go to a bonfire or whatever they call those tiki torches or whatever. But you could just sit there. If you have the stuff, you can just put it together real quick and then do it. You're good.
Is that because like you think maybe you can't fast travel? Maybe you can't fast travel, so they put that in there.
Or maybe the locations, right? Maybe like the safe locations are like few and far between or something like that. Maybe they're spread out more.
So I was going to ask you here too, Matt. Do you take this guy's advice, or do you say? No,
I would have taken the advice, because obviously, right? He opened the gate and he got the shit shot out of him, right? Like they were firing arrows like crazy.
Shady as F.
He looks hideous,
trust this guy?
But remember what the Jackal looked like. The Jackal looked like a nice, crisp, clean guy with a stupid smirk on his face. And he just looked like a shit eater that you couldn't trust him. But this guy here, like, what is he? He doesn't even look strong. Like, he doesn't even look like he can protect himself. Why would he try to shoot you? Like,
he just looks like a servant of darkness, though, man. Like, he just looks like someone you're not going to trust.
I don't know. I mean, I would have taken his I would have attempted to take his advice. I don't know if that was the actual pathway that he went, because he goes to the left and then he goes outside of the building and goes up and around or whatever. So I don't know if that was the pathway that this man was talking about, because he didn't actually like point or walk to it. But I mean, it could very well be the same pathway that he was telling him, go the back route or whatever.
Yeah, I know. Maybe it could be the back route.
So I mean, then you got hit all in all that for what? You know what I'm saying? And you alerted them. You let them know that you were attempting to try to go in, which I don't know what that does, or if that even matters or whatnot. But
dude, I would have taken
the advice.
Yeah, I wouldn't have. I'm not gonna. I wouldn't trust him.
There's only like one way to find out. You know what I mean? If he's lying or not.
Yeah,
And then if he's
exactly.
lying, you just kill him because he's not gonna like. I don't
Well,
think he can kill you like that.
when you get double crossed, it sucks. Like
It does suck,
when
but you
Patches
could
double crossed you, man, that was annoying.
right and Patches double cross you, but there was always like some type of like one up that you got right. Like if you kept him even and dealt with his bullshit, you got him as an extra vendor, or you could just kill him and you got like 2 items off of it. I don't know if I just want to X people off rip.
See right there, when they use that power right there, I want to know how much juice did this take up.
Stop, please. Go ahead and go. You said what now?
Right here, when he comes up to this enemy here, and
I want to know how much mana is actually.
Yeah,
used.
because like, why am I gonna waste a whole chunk of mana to kill this little pissant?
I don't know if he was a pissant though.
Well, I don't know. I mean, he looks like a little bit like a normal enemy.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, he took like what 2 hits.
Look at that. It's like he's dead. That doesn't seem like I'd use a whole chunk of my mana. If that spirit thing is like my special hit. You know what I'm saying? If that spirit thing is like my special hitter.
Yeah, we don't know how it's limited.
We don't know, right?
But it could be like it could be like a spell though. You know what I mean? So like,
see, these are all the same exact humanoids that were talking to him at the beginning, and they're all attacking him now. Right? If you go back here and you see like,
well, they're similar. I don't know
these dudes are the exact same humanoids that guy was telling him to use the entrance he was giving him. Like it's the exact same. You can see like
no, they look a little different.
No, they're like long neck.
They're very close though.
They're the exact same creature he was, whatever he was.
Yeah,
some deformed, human, long neck.
Yeah, but remember you had that in Dark Souls, or I think it was Demon Souls. You had the one guy that would sit on top of the crates, and once you bust in through the doorway, you could kill him. But if you just didn't attack off top, you could just talk to him.
So Dark Soulsy right there.
Yeah,
being ambushed like that, dude. There's.
But this is really interesting that there's just a boss floating down that you could possibly jump from the top and assassinate or something like that.
Jump on him, yeah.
Get like a nice little pre-kill. Because it was always nice to do those fall kills.
This all feels like Dark Souls. These zones, so these little like castle zones or whatever, are definitely look at the platform.
How'd you feel about the name of it? Wasn't it like Stormveil Castle or something like that?
Yeah.
Wasn't there a Stormveil Castle in Dark Souls?
I don't know. They look very similar.
Like it was.
This looks just like Dark Souls right here. Very similar.
Yeah, so it's just like, damn.
How do you feel about like you're doing all this jumping and you happen to find this little nook back here? Are we gonna have to do that much exploring, man? Like that's crazy.
I like that, man. I like the fact that like they were saying that there was more than just one way to enter the castle. Like you could find a whole nother way to get in. Like I like having that the different options.
I get that, but it just seems a little tedious. I like how Dark Souls is straightforward. You go, you go and you fight. Like so I don't know. There's just a tedium to it, but I have to see a little bit more of that. Like maybe. How long did it take him to discover this extra? Like, we don't know. Like, we don't know how difficult it was for him to discover this additional pathway in,
Yeah.
If it's worthwhile, then it's worth it. But we don't know. Also, like, I was going to ask you, from getting out, I was going to ask you, it was something about what you were mentioning about how it looked like Dark Souls, the castle. Oh, yes, that's what I was going to ask you. In Dark Souls, like the world is in ruin, right? Like everyone's turning to zombies. The world is in ruin. Yeah. Like I thought this was supposed to be like a normal world, and you were like trying to just become glorious. Like you were just trying to get to new heights for your own personal gain.
I thought that too, but they called them the Tarnished, so it was almost like just giving them. Another name. Yeah.
Like everything's in rambles still. Like I don't know. It just feels like everything's in rambles and the world is destroyed. Just like in Dark Souls. I thought it was going to be a little bit more.
But this right here, that's what I really enjoyed.
Yeah, like did he take any damage there? It's like what the heck? There's no fall damage.
Yeah, but I just like the fact that you
Dark Souls, you would die.
I just like the fact that you could look down and see a whole nother pathway and just be like, you know what? I'm not going that way. I'm gonna just go down here and check that out, man. They still got the veil of fog to cross through for another boss
right now. Yeah. What it's like that little I see a pathway down there. I'm gonna go to it. That's kind of like a little Breath of the Wild, right? Right. It's free and open. And even the horseback riding felt a little Breath of the Wildy when he was riding his horse.
Yeah, and apparently there's like different mounts that you can get, right? Is you're not just stuck with that buffalo or whatever that thing was?
I have no clue.
That horse or whatever.
You cool?
Huh?
You cool from Princess Mononoke?
Oh,
yeah.
Cool? Yeah. That beast. Cool?
Yeah. Dude, this fight was so sick, man. These fights are so.
I'm wondering what was the purpose of giving that man 6 fingers on one hand, though.
See, this guy looks all deranged and broken too. Like this world just seems like he's demented, like a Dark Soul, right?
Yeah,
like
it's a Dark Souls boss, man. All the way.
He's consuming souls. It's just weird. Like they could have easily called this like Dark Souls Online or something. Look at how big the fight is, though.
Yeah, that area. But this is weird. So it seems as if maybe there's mini bosses and then actual like regular bosses. Because that one that he encountered on the horse,
see that guy
or whatever in that other area.
No, how much did this cost to summon? Because that looks strong. That little ogre or whatever, that looks strong.
Yeah, and he's holding his own too. Like. Yeah. This is perfect. Like I set him out there, and then I'm doing just like him, and I'm doing all kinds of magic.
I know you're like
just hitting them from the distance.
You're like charging. You're like activating your powers that take the longest.
I'm using my Excalibur swing. I'm using my soul arrows. I'm using my super ray blast that he's using.
Dude, that's
here.
so
all
cool.
That shit.
You can see right here, the dragon's head has been severed. So at some point in time, he severed that dude's head and slapped it on his own arm.
Right.
And started using it. As a freaking look at it on his arm, he started using its power.
So that might be the reason why we never saw the dragon get killed. Maybe because the dragon runs away and then he eventually goes to this. But maybe you can kill the dragon before it even interacts with this boss, so that he doesn't get the dragon head arm.
These fights
to flame you up like that.
Freaking brilliant, dude. From Software.
No.
They're just a masterclass, man, at these fights.
Yeah,
it's just incredible. I can't get enough. Like I can't wait to fight this guy.
Yeah, man. Awesome. But one thing I wanted to ask you about too. Do you think that that because I think that there was something that was saying that they were taking like the spirits aspect of like Neo and adding it to this game, but like that dragon head, I could have sworn that back in the a little further back, the partner that you called into the game with you had some type of dragon flame head ability that it was using to spew fire. You know, when they were fighting that dude on the horse or whatever.
Yes.
So what if you kill this boss and then you get that ability or whatever? You get that like special power that you can use to blow fire.
Yeah, it was tight when this person here like pulled the head out. It looked like a flesh and blood head too.
Right. Yeah, it looked like a legit head, but it looked like it was like an extension. You know, so it was like they still had their head, but slightly in front of it was the big ass dragon head.
Right, exactly.
Blowing the fire.
But that big ass dragon head looked legit. It wasn't just like a
mist
ghost
form or nothing like that.
Yeah, like
it looked solid.
Yeah, it's like that is cool looking, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's coming up here in a second. Oof. That arrows look sick too. This game made magic look really fun, man. Like I never played magic in these games, but this game made magic look fun.
I've always loved
there. Look at that head, dude. That's like a full-on black, legitimate, real head popping out.
Yeah.
It's not like some facsimile. Look at that. That's a real head.
Yeah, it looks like he's an extension of the dragon's body.
Like it's a body. Like it's an actual physical form body. Like in a lot of these games, like you'll just have like a little like purple hue that's in the shape of a dragon. Breathe fire, you know, like this was like a legitimate head she pulled out, like an extension of her body. Yeah, that's so cool. And this
that looked
this
dope.
freaking attack looks so sick.
How was
He's
man?
freaking like
That
Rasengan charging it up,
Kamehameha.
dude. He's like
Yeah, that
Rasenganing it.
Kamehameha, dude.
He's using his second hand to like Rasengan this thing up. Check it out. This is crazy. Look at this. He's got his other hand there.
Yeah,
he's like holding it with his other hand, and then like it's so
it kind of reminded me of a Kamehameha, the way he was able to like keep it going,
definitely.
you know. But
yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, magic looks really dope in this game for sure.
Go all the way to the end real quick though, so we can see the collector's editions and stuff like that.
Dude, I know. I was actually tempted. I never get these collector's editions, man.
Close the door, guys.
This one was like, maybe I gotta get this.
No, she's not in here, buddy.
At least they're not here, man. They're not showing it.
Oh, okay. Well, dude, I was looking at the collector's edition and I saw like the regular collector's edition, and I was like, oh, okay, a statue. That's kind of clean. Like I want that statue, you know. Mm-hmm. And then I saw the premium collector's edition, and I was like, dude, that helmet. I think I kind of want that helmet. Like, dude, I want to wear that helmet for Halloween or something next year, man. I want that shit.
Nah, this is for the background of the WLG crew, man. Right?
What?
This is the background for the WLG crew. Okay, you got to have a prop, background prop.
Right.
Not the head, the background prop.
Yeah. I'm gonna definitely put it up on the shelf somewhere for sure, bro.
Like this is like one of the first times that I've actually been tempted, man, to want to get a collector's edition because this is so cool.
I want to get this, man. Like I'll put this shit on layaway or something if it's $200.
On layaway. Look at that.
Because you know this ain't no like that is 130. Yeah, that statue's me.
That's sick, dude. That's so cool. And then like this lion here,
the art book is cool,
man.
Yeah, because art books are cool, but I've never been like super into art books and whatnot. But
and of course the steel book,
right? Yeah,
definitely collectors.
Steel books, like whatever, but digital soundtrack.
I'm sure the soundtrack is sick.
Yeah, and this was dope. I mean, the statue was already worth it for a nice little thing, but
like this right here,
when they showed that, I was like, yo, and that's a 1-of-1. That's a 1-for-1. Like I could put that bitch on my head.
Yeah, it's 1-to-1.
Yeah, like I want that.
That's the premium collector's edition.
Yeah,
you get the official replica helmet.
That's probably gonna be at least a solid $250, man.
$250.
They might try to charge you $300 for that shit.
No, dude, that's crazy.
I'm just saying they might try to charge you like $150 just to give you a statue, and they might charge you an extra $100 for that helmet.
That on Halloween, you're just gonna go door to door with just the helmet on.
Yeah,
and nothing else on, just the helmet.
Well, I would try to create that. You know what I mean? Give me like a that almost seems like a dress, so you would have to masculine it up, but you know what I mean. But getting some like one of them little sheer dresses or whatever, and then getting your belt wrap on there, tearing off the arms or curling the arms up or whatever, and modifying it a little bit and get you like get you the red scarf and stuff, and then put that fucking helmet on, bro, and then find you a sword like that. I know it gotta be somewhere where there's a sword that's like really long like that, bro. You killing it on Halloween. People who know, they know. Like if you know, know.
I'm the blade of Quill, dude.
Shoot, man. But I thought that was sick. I thought that was a sick little statue, and that helmet, man.
Dude, the statue is so fire for sure.
Yeah, man. So that's probably like besides the Horizon Forbidden West premium statue or whatever, that little statue. Right. This one was like, I'm like, yeah, man, I like this one. That shit looks just nice. That look like godly sovereign right there, man. Like I should have that on my shelf for sure, man. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm definitely looking for it. I think within like probably like in December or something like that, or really close to December, they're gonna have the premium collector's edition and the collector's edition available for pre-order.
But
it's not ready right now.
That 1 month actually matters to me now. It's like,
Yeah, because it's
God,
like you have to wait a whole
gotta
nother
wait
month
till
just to be
March,
able
till
to do it,
February.
man.
It was January.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude.
Yeah, I was so excited to play the
Hurts.
damn game next to my birthday, but I gotta wait a whole damn month for it.
I know, man. It's crazy. That actually like mattered for the first time. 1 month. I was like, oh, dude, I can't wait. Because I'm way excited. I'm more excited for this than Horizon, like for sure.
Yeah.
By quite a big
For
margin.
sure. It's definitely gotten to that. And I'm excited for Horizon, but like
Sure,
I
sure.
really want this because I just love Dark Souls so much. I just love
Yeah.
the Souls franchise just like
Yeah,
so
dude.
much. And then to have this and it's like everything you dreamed about. Like you're like, damn, I wish I could just roll off that edge and get down to that lower spot. Why I gotta walk around? You know, why can't I jump on this cart or this edge or whatever to get up here or something like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The fact that it's no longer just a flat like, you know, area that you're able to traverse. You're able to go up and down. Like that shit is nice, man.
I
Like,
know, man. I can't
I'm
wait
just looking forward to it.
Like these are
I'm
the only games that I freaking platinum. And I'm probably gonna try to platinum this one. Because it's so
yeah,
cool.
man.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm not trying to go for no platinum, but I definitely want to do like everything that this game has to offer. And I'm just like, unfortunately, I wish this was one of those things that where you could get it like early so that you know you'd be able to play it and have like a good amount of time with it, because you know it's going to be like one of these things where we get this game and we're going to play it, but we're going to have to move on to another game to talk about it. And I just want to put a lot of time into this game, so this is going to be one of those that I just keep. You know, if I do spend, you know, $250 on this premium collector's edition, it's because I'm playing that bitch, the ins and outs of that. Hey, what's good, Samurai Champions?
Yeah, man. This is
man.
hype central for me. There's no game I've been more hyped for probably ever than this game. When I think about game releases in like the past, games that I've been really excited for, nothing's excited me as much as this one. This is like a dream come true, you know. Open world. I just hope the multiplayer is smooth. I hope me and you can play really easily together.
I hope it's not like you haven't
rewarding.
jumped through any hoops or anything like that. You know, I hope it's really a smooth transition, and I
Always
hope that you're
been
able
difficult.
to. I hope that person is able to stay as long as they want. I hope that there's no time limit on it. That's the one thing that I really hope. Like if you can just sit there and run the whole damn game with me, if you could, if you had
That's
time.
what I'm trying to say.
Like
It
that's
seemed like that would be
that
it,
would be
but
dope.
man, I was.
I mean,
hoping
obviously, you probably wouldn't want to run the whole damn game with me because you wouldn't be able to get any items as far as what it looks like now. So you would be asked out. But I mean, if there was a possibility that, like, you know, let's say like we ended up playing it before Mark ever got a chance to play it, and then we're just able to run through the whole game with Mark. You know what I mean? Like every time he gets on, we just hop on and run through the game with him and help him out, stuff like that. That would be dope.
Yeah, it's like boss fight help again.
Yeah.
But I was hoping it'd be like you're running the game through together, like you were saying. Run the game together is what I was hoping it would be.
Yeah. Hey, Samurai, man, you seen this? Like, what do you think about this, bro?
You watch this gameplay?
Like, I mean, this is like, I'm definitely looking forward to this, man.
This is unlike anything we've ever seen before in Dark Souls. This is like a whole nother level.
Yeah, and then it was more so like it just solidified my thoughts when, like, you know, we were still trying to, you know, figure out certain things, like what type of direction is this game gonna go, and then it's like it's literally Dark Souls. It's the successor, the spiritual successor to Dark Souls.
Yes, it is.
Like, and if they just keep going with this, then you know, it's just gonna be dope. Yeah, man. I think this is gonna be a great game. Like if like are you into the Dark Souls like IP at all, Samurai? Because if you're not, man,
like
you need to get in on this one.
Like maybe
I mean, if we can actually go to these,
like
you see that
boat out here.
Right.
Like,
you see that boat that's on the side? Like I wonder if we're able to procure that boat, you know, on the right side of the screen. Yeah, the ship. Yeah, those things. I want to see if we can actually get on these things, you know? Oh man, you're missing out, dude. You gotta play some Dark Souls, especially if you like hard. If you like a get good game, then Dark Souls is where it's at, man. You know,
or you
Dark
just
Souls
like a rich lore world that's so rich and you know, interesting. Like there's nothing better than Dark Souls on planet Earth, man. Nothing better. There isn't. As far as games go, like they don't get any better than Dark Souls, man. Like they are so fascinating. The worlds are addicting to explore.
They're
The
rich.
combat is rewarding. The boss fights are memorable. You don't forget them. I mean, there's just nothing like Dark Souls, man. Really, there's nothing like what From Software does. That's why like this game is just so incredible. Like
Yeah.
nothing really holds a candle to this kind of stuff. Look at how high you get. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. He was catching air. I'm wondering if they've got some with wings on it. You know what I mean? Like, wasn't there like some type of a eagle or a falcon that we saw that was like a mount?
There's eagles, but I don't think you can ride them.
Yeah,
see, look, check this out. Is this like a little like treasure trove that's happening right now?
I don't know if it was a treasure trove or if it was indications of where the lightning would strike. You know how almost in like Sekiro, like they had like certain things that the lightning would.
This looks like a little treasure trove
or like demon souls
right here to collect.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I mean, he didn't grab anything.
Freaking monster up there? Dang. Up there in the.
It could be, or one of those jar creatures again, or something like that.
It's
up
like
there.
A big giant up there. But like I'm thinking, like in Diablo, when you came across the little goblins that were just like everywhere
and dropped the shit all over the floor.
Yeah, you can like just as many as you could, like hurry, collect what you can. Like this feels like that. Like there's a whole bunch of treasure on the ground to collect.
That to me, it just kind of looked like because the lightning cloud is right over it. It looks like it was sparking on the locations of those little pillars.
Those spots.
Yeah, like it's just telling you where it's going to hit or where it could possibly hit. So,
but maybe you want to like stand on one of those to get some juice or something.
What kind of juice is lightning giving you, dude? It's gonna kill you.
Well, like because like. The new thing, it's called something else now. It's not called souls, but you collect some kind of energy now. But that's definitely a dude. He's moving around up there. That guy up there moving around up there.
Yeah. So you can run straight towards it and attack it, you know?
Yeah, that's sick, man. Here's those eagles.
Eagles right there. They didn't do nothing either. I would have swiped at them or something.
Yeah, he just ran away. Oh, yeah, right here. Dude, when he zooms in with his binoculars, I wish they would have taken one from Far Cry. And like when you actually looked in on them, you can like light them up.
Kind of pinpoints it so you can.
Yeah, you can like light them up and like track them. Like that'd be cool, So like you can like track the whole region and just like meticulously, methodically annihilate them all.
Yeah, no, that would be nice if you could like track them and mark them on the map or something like that.
Yeah, but of course, even Dark Souls fashion, they want it to be as difficult as it can be,
Yeah, I mean, shit, at least you got something that you can use the binoculars on. You know what I mean? Like, the binoculars are for plotting.
Take a little, what is this? Take a little look at this.
That's their crafting.
Yeah, let's pause and take a look at this. Look at this.
Shows
Trina's Lily, exceedingly rare to find.
Mm-hmm.
So in order to make these, you need these materials.
Right.
So these things are really powerful.
I wonder what the hell is that? Is that chicken feet or is that chicken foot?
Tiny
the third from the left? No, the third from the left in his inventory at the top.
Oh, right up here.
Yeah. That's like a chicken foot or a hand or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, I just like the fact that you can just
runes is the souls now.
So
okay. So
and his level was only 23 at that time.
Very, very simple.
Yes, it's just very Dark Souls.
Very Dark Souls, yep. You just have equipment load, you have stamina, HP, FP.
That's interesting that you're able to just pull up that menu though and then just see like what your vigor, all that is instead of like going through like a bunch of different things.
Find the next like the cycling over.
Yeah, the page or whatever, trying to get to the page.
So this is like an item crafting page too. I wonder what the gear page looks like.
Yeah, I mean hopefully they'll show us soon.
They're playing on Xbox.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They're playing on an Xbox. Yeah, man, this is what's up, dude. This is what's up.
Yeah, man. I'm definitely looking forward to this, man.
Just puts this guy to sleep instantaneously. But why would you need to do that? See, in Sekiro, you can just go up there and like backstab, kill him.
I mean, even in Dark Souls, you would just be able to go and backstab him. Now, whether it's going to kill him in one go, I don't know. It depends on if you're strong enough or not.
Right. But Sekiro,
I mean, right. But I mean, it's like if I'm using an arrow that's going to alert people, why don't I just try to do the backstab and see if that alerts anybody?
That's what I'm saying.
What's the purpose?
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's my point. Like, why use the arrow when I can just backstab him? Clearly, that guy doesn't know I'm there.
Then if it just alerts one guy, why not just wait for the one guy to come over there and see what's going on and just kill him and then just stealth the rest of the other dudes?
Yeah, like why not just keep stealthing until you have to deal with the guy? Yeah, that's what
right. Yeah, he just immediately pulled out the other sword and started getting it in. But it's like, was that needed, or he just didn't? They just didn't want to show you.
Too. He likes to switch his weapons a lot. This guy loves to switch his weapons around.
But I mean, you might need that for a little bit of versatility. Get a little versatile action going. Maybe you have an inventory of like 2 or 3 weapons.
That dodge is so cool. I'll never get over that dodge. It's so sweet.
But yeah, that's gonna be the dopest ability right there. Summoning 5 dudes.
Yeah, they definitely took some inspiration from Valhalla, just from open world games in general, for sure.
Yeah,
just I mean, way more.
Assassin's Creed is a solid, thing to take some from, to give you that open playing field.
Yeah. This is just way.
But everything else about this shit is just straight Dark Souls.
Yeah. Everything is Dark Souls.
Yeah. Man, this is gonna be dope. I'm hoping we see I'm hoping they just keep showing us more and more of the game. Like, I don't want them to ruin everything for me for my first time experience of seeing it when I'm playing it. But I do want to know what were those jar people like?
Mm-hmm.
The types of magic and stuff like that. Are there those soul type things, like Neo has, stuff like that. Give me more information. They didn't say much, they showed us some things, but they didn't say much. And I kind of, that was one of the things that I really appreciated with Deathloop. What I really appreciated with Kenna, when they showcased these, they gave crazy in-depth information, and it just made you understand the game so much more and want the game so much more when you had that information.
Yep.
So
this guy just comes out of nowhere. It's funny.
But at the same time, that one that friend that he summoned knew that it was coming.
Right.
So he was drinking the potions to be prepared with it already.
It's he's been here before. It's get ready, Guy's gonna come around the corner and ambush us.
Yeah. Right.
Boss,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, once again, this looks way easier with a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Dark Souls boss fights always get much easier when you have an ally with you, man. It's just
of course.
Almost.
It's always nice when you have somebody that can take the aggro while you're able to get in and get some hit and stuff like that. Do the harder damage shots.
All these bosses are clearly designed to be a one-on-one fight. So when you have just one other person in there, it makes it so much more trivial, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need that, because sometimes these boss fights are so incredibly hard. You need it to be trivialized for you.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see how some of the people that you encounter in the world, how those interactions will go, and whether they'll be apparent throughout the game, or if they're only for certain areas. Because how Dark Souls was, you'd have one person that you could talk to, and they had a storyline that would progress in that zone. And
yeah, I think Pothead will be like that.
Yeah, maybe Pothead will.
Yeah, Pothead will be that way. He'll have some story progressing that you follow.
Yeah, but I hope that there's a lot more than that, man, because that was one of the cool things, was the random NPCs that you encountered in the world.
It was so well voice acted, so well written.
Right.
And now you have
and then just to see how they
better have a lot of that going on in this.
Yeah, and just to see where you'll encounter that person next, or if you'll encounter him again. And it's he's dead. He fucked up. You know what I mean?
I hope there's little
collect his loot.
I hope there's little towns, little refugee spots that have people.
Oh yeah.
Interact with, kind of like how open world games are,
right.
Or Far Cry.
Yeah.
Like they have little, you know, safe towns you enter, and you have allies there to talk to and kind of like get quests from. Like
Yeah.
that'd be cool, you know, things to do. But
Yeah.
I
That'd
mean,
be dope.
what I like about this too is like just simply exploring is the game too. Like, and I love that. I don't need to have like a quest to tell me what to do. I just want to go in that direction and look what's over there.
Right.
Like that's what this game is doing so much better than Far Cry does or Valhalla does.
Yeah.
Like I just
Discover
want to
what you
go and
see.
explore what is in that area. Every single area, every direction I look looks unique. Every direction I look looks like a unique experience to go, you know, to go and hunt in.
Yeah, for sure.
This is probably like right at the end of the game. She makes us accord with you. This is probably really early.
You said at the end of the beginning.
It's got to be right at the beginning, you know, because
What you
gotta,
mean?
you know,
I'm definitely playing this. Yeah, this is the top of my list, man. This comes out in February. I'm on it. I'm pre-ordering next week if I can.
yeah, this is like legendary level.
This is like one of the only games within the next 2 years that I will, probably 3 years, that I will ever like pre-order way ahead of time. Like I pre-ordered Deathloop like a week before just so that I could get the $10 from Best Buy. But this, like, you know what I mean? I'm pre-ordering.
This is like one of the probably 5 games I'll count on my hand.
No, it's not out.
This is probably like one of the 5 games I'll count on my hand when we're both 80, you know, and no more, and not playing games anymore, that I will have bought the collector's edition for.
Oh yeah, for sure. I have 0
ever.
collector's editions.
Yeah.
But this is gonna be my first one. Yeah, this is gonna be my first collector's edition.
That's how hype this one is. Like,
yeah,
it's like 5 all-time lifetime. Great excitement.
Yeah,
you know? Like, this
yeah,
is
I definitely believe that. This is a bit.
Like everything about it is like I can't wait. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
This is where it is at, man.
Yeah. But yeah, shoot. Well, I mean, like we've already gone through the video and stuff like that, but since I got you here, I know you've been playing. Well, weren't you playing something new?
I've been playing quite a bit of Far Cry.
For sure, I appreciate you, Blue. Far Cry 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how is that, man?
I like it. I enjoy it. You know, I know like a lot of people were complaining about it's repetitive and like there's nothing new, but I just like I enjoy that. It's been a long time since we've had like a real proper open world game. I feel like it's been like a really long time, and so like I've been waiting for one, and like so just to have one again has been like a lot of fun for me. So like for me, it's scratching all the itches I want it to scratch. Like the world is really rich. I think it's really rich, pretty beautiful. I mean, it's not, you know, Last of Us or, you know, Rockstar level detail, but it's pretty high. It's very high. Like it's very, it's a beautiful looking world. I like to explore it. I like to run around in it. I love capturing outposts. Like that's a lot of fun for me.
Yeah, it's always been fun. And it's so profitable too, right?
Yeah, and it's so profitable. And so it's like, yeah, it is repetitive. Yeah, it is kind of doing the same thing over again, but I really enjoy that. Like I really have a fun time with that. So like I'm really having a good time. And then on top of that, like I like the villain a lot. He's a great villain, so that adds to the value of it for me. The weapons are a lot of fun, you know. So it's like I'm really having a good time with it. I don't see the weapons feel really strong and powerful when I use them. They're exciting. There's lots of gear to collect. Like you said, like stopping outposts are really rewarding.
Yeah.
I know. I'm enjoying it, man. Like there's not a whole lot of complaints about it. Apart from it just not being quite, it's not a masterpiece level game. Like the gameplay isn't masterpiece, the world isn't masterpiece. It's all just good. So, but for me, it's just scratching that open world itch that I've been really wanting. You know.
Yo, Joel, what's good, man? Thanks for popping by. Cheese, what's good?
What's up?
But yeah, so I mean, as far as like all of the other Far Cry 6s and stuff like that, or all the other Far Cries, like, do you think this one? I think you really liked Far Cry 5, right? I think it was 5.
I really
Or
like
like
Far Cry
the New
5.
Dawn or something.
Yeah, I think that's probably my favorite. Far Cry 5 is probably my favorite Far Cry. But I will say, like, even now looking at this gameplay right here of Far Cry 6, like, there is more like little towns and stuff to explore that are like populated by people. So like in the past with Far Cry, like you might have like little tiny like a village or whatever, but now you have like a full on town, like all over the map, like a full on town with like people driving
Right.
and stuff, or more GTA. So I do like
Yeah.
how the world is more lived in.
Okay.
And the world is very rich and lush and like it's really beautiful looking. Like I really do enjoy it.
Yeah, it seems legit, man. I did want to get this thing, and I am
It's a
going to
lot
get
of
it at
fun,
some
dude. I
point.
really have a lot of fun with it. I recommend it. Absolutely. It's really
Yeah,
good. We don't get a lot of open world games, man. We don't. If you think about it, we get like one or two a year, you know? So
that's
it's
true.
like we really don't get very many of them. So I really enjoy them when they come along, when they're pretty high quality, you know? So
Yeah,
so for me, I'm really enjoying it. I
yeah.
haven't done
That's
like
what's
any
up.
of these cockfighting they're about to show here.
You haven't done any of that stuff yet?
Yeah, I haven't done any of this yet.
Yeah,
It's
the
right
chicharron.
available, but I haven't done any of this yet.
Oh, okay. Why? Is it because you're with Peter? You don't believe in that nonsense of cockfighting, or what?
Nah, dude, I'm just like killing things. I'm trying to go do outposts and like collect stuff. So I
Oh,
haven't
okay.
taken. It just feels like it's a waste of time. Like that's not the storyline. Like I haven't
Yeah,
got to a
right.
point where like okay, I want to just kind of BS and do something else. I kind of want to
Got
keep
you.
going with the story.
Yeah, you're still trying to get like better gear, and you're still trying
Yeah,
to
I'm
like
still like playing.
upgrade your
Yeah,
character and
exactly,
stuff like that. Yeah, I feel
exactly.
you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I
So I
got
just
you.
kind of haven't taken that side route yet.
Yeah.
Um, but I like a lot about it, man. I think the world is definitely more lived in and rich than it's ever been before. But I
Mm.
still think like I really liked Far Cry 5 because I really liked the legendary guns they had in there.
Yeah.
I really liked the world, and I loved what they did with the post-credit stuff. Like they've never
Mm.
done that before with the Far Cry, and
You're
like
talking
I
about
love
the
it
ending
for
and then
real.
creating like an
Yeah, and then
expansion
creating the
or a
New Dawn
standalone
thing,
that
yeah, it was like
goes off of
so
it. Yeah.
cool. Like they haven't done something like that, and so for me, that will always be like memorable, um,
Mm.
because it was just like so perfect for what I wanted. Um, but uh, but yeah, this is still great. It's still scratching that itch. Yeah. So is it better than Far Cry 5 for me? No. But it is still what I really wanted it to be. Yeah, it's everything I wanted it to be. When we first saw this trailer and we were talking about it, this is everything we were talking about. It is all those things. Like it meets all those criteria. Like
Right.
it's the weapons are like really great looking. You see this right here. This weapon's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
They're really powerful. They're fun to use. The combat's a blast. Um, the defeating outposts is a lot of fun. The villain's great. Going through and like learning more of that story with the villain. The world is very more lived in, much more real and lived in. Um, so like it has a lot of great things going for it, you know. So
Right.
this is what's up, man. Like I like it a lot. I recommend it, bro. Get it.
Chat. Have any of you guys played Far Cry 6 yet? Let us know. Let us know what you guys think about it.
He's just checking out those bottles.
Money was good.
Yeah, man. This is what's up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it seems like it's still like nonstop, crazy and hectic. You know what I mean? So it's all the stuff that you would normally love about Far Cry. I feel like they're just gonna keep giving you that. They won't try to change that formula or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like when you play it, you're still gonna enjoy it. Like, yeah, maybe it may be the same thing, but
Nah,
it's
Far
still
Cry is
great.
on Xbox and PlayStation. I don't think
Yeah,
I don't think they put it on the Switch, did they?
I don't think they did. I don't
If
think
they
this is.
did, it would be shit. So you wouldn't want to get that shit anyways. Just don't don't get third party games on the Switch. You know what I mean? I love the Switch, but that shit is only good for first parties. Don't fuck around with no third parties. You just wasting time, man. No cap.
Yeah, just get first party games on the Switch, man. Like
Yeah.
Shin Megami Tensei 5 that came out, I think coming out tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's a solid game.
Yeah,
Shin Megami is just like Persona, right?
yeah, similar.
Yeah.
Combat's really similar. It
I
doesn't
mean,
have like
everything was basically similar. Didn't they use the same monsters and stuff like that? Like
yeah,
the
it's all
same
similar. They're kind of
interactions with
similar,
them.
but the main difference is you don't have the day-to-day social growth with your people. Like that's a
Well, okay,
big part of Persona, like that's not
right,
really.
right. Okay.
Shinigami is like almost just pure combat.
So as far as monsters are concerned,
Yeah,
Shinigami
so it's
Tensei
like
is
half
just
of
like
what Persona is,
right.
but it's still really
But
good.
yeah, but bro, man. So what I've been playing is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, that's right.
And man, dude, that's another banger, man.
Really?
Like,
You kidding me?
yeah, dude.
It's a banger?
Nah, no lie, man. Like, I'm enjoying the shit out of Guardians of the Galaxy. Um,
Really?
yeah, it
You
wasn't
tell me
what
it's
I.
Deathloop quality, man.
You said what?
You tell me it's Deathloop quality.
Whew. I'd say like Deathloop. I think I gave it like probably like a 9 or a 9.5. I'd say that this is like a 9.
Nah, you said Deathloop was a 10.
Okay, well, if I gave a 10 to Deathloop, then this is definitely a 9 for sure.
Okay.
It's like right
All
up
right.
under Deathloop. This is a solid ass game. I like
Far
how
Cry would be
the
like an 8.5 to me. Far Cry
okay,
6
that's a real solid game. Yeah, it's a solid game.
It's a great game. But you're really loving this, huh? This is amazing.
Dude, man, I mean, like when you're first starting off, you're kind of getting used to the way the game plays, like when you have your two guns, you can do melee. But basically, the way you use your guns isn't like how a traditional shooter would be, where you're using like the left trigger to like aim, and then the right trigger is to pull. The left trigger is literally to lock on to something, to get like one target specifically and attack that target. So you basically just like aim with your right controller, right? You click the trigger once, it'll pull your gun out and give you a crosshair. And then you just squeeze the trigger again to shoot free. And then if you want to lock onto a specific target, you can just hold in the left trigger, and then you'll lay in on it.
So what are you loving most about it then? Like, why is it a banger to you?
I'm loving the story. Like,
Okay.
I feel like the story is a good story. You know what I mean? The stuff that they're doing, the interactions that they're having, the arguments they have, the little random conversations, all of that stuff. Like, I enjoy the story, so it's like I want to play more to keep going through the story to see like what's gonna happen next or whatever. I mean, there's no crazy puzzles. The combat isn't necessarily tough. I'm playing on like the normal, whatever they default you at. I'm playing it on that. So I mean, there hasn't been a point where like I died because the combat was just too hard or whatever. But there's always like little things to try to find, try to find like the resources and stuff like that kind of spread out throughout the maps and stuff like that you go to. The different abilities, because your gun has like, you don't get a new gun. It's just, the Star-Lord's just got, those two guns. So, but those guns upgrade with different abilities as you progress through the storyline. So you're starting to add different elements like ice, electric, and several, two others or whatever. That could be fire and something else, maybe fire and I don't know, water or something like that, or maybe like sound or like air pressure or something like that. But just the story, and then like the different options that you have to kind of like.
It's a tad clunky. This combat looks really clunky as I'm watching.
No, the combat is cool. I mean, the melee is a little weird because he's like doing kicks and like punches, but he's mostly like kicking stuff. But you're only doing melee when you got to reload, because you reload, you can still melee while you reload. So you would shoot your guns, maybe you're doing like a little reload and you're just using melee. So while melee isn't like your bread and butter, it's your guns, that's going to do it. Your guns is, being able to switch from two different elements to get rid of crowds and stuff like that. It is kind of, they do try to make you pay attention to your enemies as you keep progressing through the game, because like you'll unlock ice and you'll come across enemies that have like ice shield. So you'll have to shoot them
Inspired.
first with the ice shield. You'll have to shoot them first with the ice shield because that's what they're weak against,
Oh.
and then you'll be able to attack them like regular. And so then once you get like electricity or whatever, you'll have to shoot guys with electricity, indication saying that that's what they're weak against, to destroy their shields, or else they're not going to take any damage. And then they start throwing like both of them in to the fights at the same time. So you've got to switch between both elements, to be able to attack them all and stuff like that. I like the utilization of the characters, Drax, Groot, and Rocket. They're always fighting with you. They'll give you like certain signals that let you know that they're ready to use an ability or do like some type of a tag team combo or something like that when an enemy is trapped or something like that. But it's interesting like how you level up. You don't actually like level up like your character. It's not like a level 27, 28 or whatever. You basically have these ability points that you get every time you gain enough experience. That's like in your level up bar, and then you use those ability points to gain different abilities for the characters. The only thing that sucks is that it's spread throughout all 4 of your characters. So it's like you may gain 2 ability points and be like, okay, instead of having Groot on strictly a strap down ability that just hinders them from movement, let me give him an upgrade to be able to attack. So I have that ability also, so that he just doesn't hold people down, but he can also attack. Or maybe let me go ahead and upgrade my guns so that I can do rapid firing or something like that if I want. Or let me switch. Let me give Rocket the ability to throw like a different grenade that will pull people into one area. So like I can, and then when you start doing that, and you're messing with the abilities, you're able to combo stuff like, you maybe have Rocket throw the grenade that kind of implodes, so it sucks everything in, and then you use Groot to strap everything down to the ground, and then you go in and you just shoot up stuff. Or you can have Gamora come in with like a slash. She has like another ability where she can do like multiple slashes amongst different targets. And then you have like Drax, who will do like hardcore slams to do kind of like an AoE or whatever, and stuff like that.
I moved my Xbox out into the living room.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because that's where my daughter's at most of the time.
Oh,
and
okay.
So maybe I'll snag this on the Xbox and give it a shot.
Yeah, it's a solid game,
It's
man.
kind of like Xbox season right now, because you got Forza 5 that's coming out tomorrow, I think.
Right.
And then you have Halo coming out in a month. So I feel like I'm going to be on the Xbox a lot over the next couple months.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think definitely because there's kind of like a PS5
break.
Only a PS5 only exclusive kind of drought for like the next like 2 months or whatever, or 3 months even, right? I don't think there's anything coming out for the rest of November, December, and then January, and I don't think we'll get anything until like the end of January, or February.
I think Horizon's the next one in February, I think, right? Or
is that okay? Yeah, and I mean that's like what isn't that February 25th as well, or is that 22nd?
That's February. It's really close to
Elden Ring. So like, one of them is gonna take it.
I'll probably have to move Horizon to March because I'm playing Elden Ring day one.
Yeah, or it might be like you just get Horizon first because you know how much time you're gonna end up taking with Elden. But I don't know if I can wait on Elden.
I can't wait on Elden. That's the thing. I know what you're saying, but I cannot wait. Yeah. We're already getting blown a month away. We're already getting pushed a month out, man.
Gosh. So. Yeah, for sure. So I mean, it's gonna be one of those things.
Cool,
but,
man. It sounds like it should be fun. You got me interested in it.
Yeah, this right here is like a little thing that you can use where you like rally the troops, and you sit there and you'll hear them talk and they'll explain like their how they're feeling about the battle. It's pretty straightforward. And then you just have to give them a response that would have them be like, fuck yeah, let's go, let's do it, you know what I mean, and get back into the fight. And then when that happens, everybody's like super charged up, so your guns hit harder and they shoot for longer without having to reload. Drax and them, their abilities, you're able to use them a lot quicker, so you're able to just do like consecutive abilities, like one after another. So you just basically, when you got that, you can just blow something away if you time it right, and you're paying attention. Peter Quill has abilities that he can use just like Rocket, Groot, Drax, and Gamora do, but I find myself not really using them because of the button that's required to press to activate it. Because like you have Rocket, Groot, Drax, and Gamora, so that takes up your D-pad. When you're using those abilities, you have to click like L1, I think, or something like that, and then you pick the person you want, and then they would have another option, so you might have to click like L1, click left for Drax, and then like triangle or square for the ability that you have unlocked or whatever for them to use it. But for yourself, you have to hold the L1 button, and then you have to click in the left thumbstick. And so sometimes, like when I click it, I'd be forgetting that I've got abilities, and I'm always using the other people's abilities. You know what I mean? Right. So I've tried to basically upgrade all of their abilities before I've upgraded mine.
That's funny, dude. Really that's crazy. That's so reverse of what all the other games are like.
Yeah, it is. And normally you would make sure that your main character is the shit, and then everybody else is just just doing standby help. Yeah, and they are in a sense doing standby help, but it's their abilities that for me are just a little bit quicker for me to access and activate before I do my own. I almost forget, and I'd be like, oh shit, L3, what the fuck is that? Oh wait, that's the click in button. Let me use it real quick, and then I'll try something. But for the most part, it's always just like L1 and then doing the damn D-pad, and then selecting something quick, So I'll do like a quick move where I'll click the button. I'll have Groot hold some shit in place, and then I'll have Rocket throw a grenade into the bunch to blow everything up, and his grenades do damage. So it's like, it's nice. Like almost whatever it's hitting is chalking it like a huge bit of health, or it's killing it. So
nice, dude. That's awesome. Cool.
But yeah, man, the game is.
Oh, you cut out. I can't hear you. You muted yourself.
Hello? You hear me now?
There. Yeah.
Okay, that's weird. It's bugging. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's a little buggy, but yeah, I can hear you.
Why is this shit still tripping? Okay. Alright. Alright, am I still there?
Yeah. Interesting. Definitely put quite a bit of work into this game.
Technical difficulties. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up right there. We talked about Elden Ring and that 15 minutes of gameplay. Talked a little bit about Far Cry 6 and your experiences with that. Of course, talked a little bit about Guardians of the Galaxy and my experiences with that. So, we appreciate you guys for jumping in the chat, chopping it up with us. Shouts out to Blue, Money, Samurai, Jewels. All of you guys that stopped through. Appreciate you guys all for joining us. Yeah, I mean, we'll catch you guys later. Tomorrow we going live probably around like 6:30. I think is the times that we do our live for the podcast. So, if you guys got time, join in with us on that one. Yeah, appreciate you, Money. But until tomorrow, we'll catch you guys later, man. Deuces.
Peace.